Stages of intermittent fasting, ano ang nangyayari pag tayo nagfa-fasting? Bakit kailangan natin mag-fasting? Bakit ito ina-advocate natin na kasama ng ating low-carb lifestyle? Ito po si Dr. Iris, Filipino-Canadian medical doctor, nakabase dito sa Vancouver, Canada. Tumutulong sa mga kababayan natin anywhere in the world na ang kanilang health ay i-optimize in a natural and holistic way. And ito nga po yung cornerstone natin is LCIF, low carb and intermittent fasting. So bakit nga ba tayo nagfa-fast? Ito ba ay para sa weight loss lamang? Well, that is a big reason for many people na nagjo-join sa ating mga communities, mainly for weight loss. A lot of other people want to have disease reversal, yung natural na pamamaraan ng pag-heal ng mga diseases. In my particular case, I will share with you why, kahit ako po ay ideal weight na, as some of you may know, I am at ideal weight, I exercise regularly, but on top of that, I regularly do my extended fasts. So as long as 72 hours po yung aking regular na extended fasting, usually done every quarter, so every 3 months. Bakit isang taong katulad ko na ideal weight na wala namang sakit, ginagawa ito? Well, because I want to have the benefits na ino-offer ng extended fasting, which is yung tinatawag nating autophagy. So autophagy ang pamamaraan ng katawan para linisin ang sarili nito, para i-repair ang sarili nito, para i-heal ang sarili nito. So in short, my intermittent fasting journey and even my extended fasting journey lalo na is a journey really of healing and prevention. Kailangan din nating tandaan that intermittent fasting really plays a role in longevity. Dahil sa pagre-repair na ginagawa ng katawan natin sa sarili niya, then we have a better chance of actually living longer. So it's been known to play a vital role in longevity, yung pagpapahaba po ng buhay, buhay na hindi mahaba lang kundi functional kasi nga tayo ay nag-heal naturally. So it's important to remember na ang well-fed state, so every time na tayo kakain, tayo ay well-fed. Ibig sabihin tayo nabusog, merong fuel na available. This state is an anabolic state. It's a building state. So yung mga hormones na gumagana sa state na ito are mainly insulin. You know that every time you stimulate boss insulin, you store fat and you block fat burning. Kasama dyan sa activation ng insulin kapag marami tayong energy fuel available is yung tinatawag na mTOR pathway. So it's a fancy term. Ayan po ang ibig sabihin niya. It's not that important to know. The important thing to know, it's a growing and dividing type of pathway kung saan kapag nasa-stimulate siya, cell proliferation o yung pagbibuild ang nangingibabaw. So in this case, prone tayo sa paggawa ng mga excess na mga cells ng katawan natin. So ito yung mga makikita natin ng mga cysts, polyps, and in worst cases yung cancer nga kasi there's excess energy fuel. Ngayon, pag naka-on ang insulin pathway plus mTOR pathway, merong naka-turn off na isang pathway. So ito yung pathway naman ng metabolism. So if you are in the building phase, then naka-off naman yung iyong catabolic phase, which is yung pag-repair, yung pag-recycle ng mga old components. So fat metabolism is turned off, yung stress resistance ng mga cells natin is also turned off. Even yung capacity ng cells natin to repair damages is also turned off. So, lagi pong ganun, may balanse talaga sa katawan because our body always works on the principle of homeostasis, yung balanse. Pag naka-on yung isang sistema, yung opposing na sistema naka-off. Ganun po siya. Now, kung si insulin at si mTOR pathway ang mga gumagana dun sa time na tayo ay maraming fuel, maraming glucose available, ano naman yung gumagana kapag naka-off naman? Ano yung opposite niya? So the opposite are the AMPK pathway and also the sirtuin pathway. So itong dalawang pathways naman na ito ay kontra dun sa naunang dalawa. So ito yung pathway na activate kapag tayo in ketosis. Ito yung mga pathways that are responsible for cellular repair. Yung repair ng mga damaged DNA, ito yung proseso na nakakapagpababa ng mga oxidative stress sa sistema natin. Kaya they have been known to promote overall cellular health in the brain cells, health ng cardiovascular system natin, health ng neurons natin because of all these repair. So recycling of old components and the repair. So this is known more as the healing pathway, itong dalawang ito. So, ano-ano yung mga nangyayari sa stages ng intermittent fasting? So, we are going to discuss dito yung extended fast up to 72 hours. Alamin natin kung ano ang mga nangyayari sa loob ng katawan natin. So, when we hit the first 12th hour mark, so unang 12 hours, dito pumapasok yung pag-create na natin ng ketone bodies. When you deprive your body of the usual fuel, which comes in the form of yung sugar nga, galing sa carbs. So, sugar gets broken down to usually glucose or fructose. Kapag kayang mga yan ay wala na sa katawan natin, dahil hindi tayo kumakain at 12 hours na tayong fasting, magsisimula nang gumawa ang katawan natin ng tinatawag na ketone bodies. Ito yung mga fat bodies na ginagamit na for fuel ng katawan natin. So, yung shifting from sugar burning and fat burning, dito magsisimula sa first 12 hours. Bakit mahalaga ito na magkaroon tayo ng mga ketone bodies? Bakit mahalaga na malaman ang mga epekto nito? So dito sa panahon ng 12 hours natin, makikita na natin yung production ng ating dalawang main ketone bodies, yung beta-hydroxybutyrate and yung ating acetoacetate. Meron pang isa pang ketone body na nafo-form, which is the acetone, na yun ang notorious na nagkukos ng keto rash dahil nag-evaporate yun sa ating skin. But the two main ketone bodies that are utilized by our cells as fuel ay itong ang mga na-mention ko. So once again, ketone bodies are responsible for repair, they're responsible for decreased inflammation, they're responsible for even increased stress resistance ng ating mga brain cells. And the other thing that happens in ketosis is the production of BDNF. Again, another fancy term. Ang importanteng malaman dyan ay meron siyang kinalaman sa pag-repair ng ating mga neurons, ng ating mga brain cells. And na-activate yan ng mga ketone bodies. So the next stage, 18 hours, ang nangyayari dito, pag umabot na tayo sa stage na ito ay we get deeper into fat burning. Dito yung magta-transition na talaga from sugar burning to fat burning. So the ketone bodies will go up dramatically in this period. It can go up to as high as 5 to 7 millimoles ng ketones sa ating dugo. Hindi po ito parehas ng nangyayari doon sa diabetes, kung saan merong DKA, yung diabetic ketoacidosis. Iba po yun, that can go as high as mga 25, mga ganyan, millimoles, and that is a pathologic state. Yun po ay hindi normal. It's a state of emergency. Yung ketosis na nangyayari sa intermittent fasting, hanggang dyan lang po siya 5 to 7 millimoles. And again, it is not a pathologic state. It's rather a state of healing. Wala siyang increased insulin stimulation. Walang ganon, right? Because insulin here is very low dahil nga tayo nagfa-fasting. So sa stage na ito, patuloy ang paglinis ng ating brain, ang pag-repair, and more enhanced clarity yung mapapansin natin dito. Yung iba sinasabi nila nawawala yung fogginess. So certainly, very optimal siya for productivity dahil sa mental clarity. So the next stage is the 24th hour stage. Anong nangyayari pag 24 hours na? Ma-activate na si ating AMPK and bababa si ating mTOR pathway. So with the activation ng AMPK, of course, further cell repair happens. Dito na nangyayari yung recycling of old components. So lalo na sa mga neurodegenerative conditions like Alzheimer's, kung saan maraming defective proteins, misfolded proteins na na-deposit sa brain, ito yung time ng paglilinis at pagre-repair, pagre-recycle ng mga components na yon. Just a thing to note here, yung exercise din po can also activate the same pathway. Pareha siya ng effect ng intermittent fasting kung saan na-activate si AMPK and then si mTOR ay na-inhibit. So pag pinag-combine yung intermittent fasting plus exercise in the 24th hour, mas effective siya lalo. By the 48th hour, an exciting thing starts to happen. Dito na tumataas yung ating growth hormone. So growth hormone goes up to 5 times at this stage. Bakit po advantageous yan? Yan ay sa kadahilan ng pine-preserve ng growth hormone yung ating muscle mass. So kahit tayo nagfa-fasting, hindi siya nagbe-breakdown ng muscles. Rather, kumukuha siya doon sa ating taba. So dito very, very effective yung fat burning, at the same time preservation of muscle mass. So again, it's a good idea to maybe exercise also at this point kasi mataas yung ating growth hormone. Now, enter the 54th hour. Ano nangyayari dito pag 54 hours na tayo? Ito na yung pinakamababang level ng insulin sa blood natin na nating makikita. And here, we are maximizing on the anti-aging, anti-cancer na mga effects ng pagkakaroon ng mababang insulin. Again, yung pagre-repair ng katawan natin is getting more efficient at this stage. So sa 72nd hour natin ng fasting, may mga bagong pangyayari na naman. Dito nangyayari yung pagbaba ng IGF-1 pathway. So this is the insulin-like growth factor, and the PKA pathway. Again, fancy terms, ang importante lang malaman sa kanila is they are the same, they act the same as insulin, they are anabolic. So, building sila, building pathways. So, kung sila ay mai-inhibit, then it allows the body to heal, once again, regenerate itself, and it even has beneficial effects sa ating mga blood cell lines. So, yung mga tao, for example, who have cancer and who are on chemotherapy, alam niyo sa chemotherapy, bumabagsak yung mga cell lines kasi may epekto siya doon sa production. Dito, dahil may epekto ang pagbaba ng IGF-1 at PKA pathway doon sa cells, blood cells natin, mapapreserve yun. So, we have better resistance, we have a better immune system sa lagay na ito. So, yung mga iba't ibang pangyayari, depende sa timeline ng ating fasting, ang nagpapakita sa atin na napaka-beneficial talaga ng extended fasts. Yung mga hindi naman kayang gumawa ng extended fasts, even the intermittent fasting na ranging lamang from, the usual OMAD, let's say 20 hours, all the way to, let's say, just 24 hours, or kung kaya, 48 hours, they already have very good autophagy effects sa katawan natin, cell repair, natural healing po, and the effect on longevity. And so this is why many members of our communities talagang they take up the practice of intermittent fasting, hindi lamang paglo-low carb. And kung tama po ang combination ng inyong pagkain, kumakain kayo ng nutrient-dense meals during your eating times, at nami-meet ninyo ang inyong protein requirements, yung ating mga fat intake ay adequate, then there's really no risk of running into muscle wasting that much. Like personally, alam niyo po ako, I regularly exercise. Many times I exercise in the fasted state. Hindi naman ako nagma-muscle wasting. As some of you have seen, I do have muscle mass. And so, pwedeng-pwede talagang gawin po ang extended fasts, ang intermittent fasting with low-carb nutrition. It's all a matter of really eating the right nutrient-dense food and meeting your requirements. So hopefully po nakita nyo dito sa sharing natin ngayon ang benefits ng intermittent fasting, benefits of even extended fasting, and you will consider, as long as your medical condition is stable, wala kayong contraindications, and you have the proper guidance from your doctor regarding your medications, that you will consider na itry din ito. Kahit hindi yung extended fast, kundi yung mga shorter fasts lamang, kasi kahit doon nakita ninyo sa timeline natin na marami na talaga silang benefits sa cellular regeneration and repair, longevity, and panlaban sa stress ng ating mga cells. Kung kailangan po ng extra gabay, join our various communities. Sa community kong sarili, I hold yung mga Zoom meets na libre. Ito po yung public service na ginagawa ko. Especially, I encourage yung mga walang pambayad sa doktor. You can consult with me for free doon sa Zoom meet na yon. Ito ay for informational purposes only, para magabayan kayo. Kung kailangan ng food guide at marami pang ibang libreng resources, our guided program is coming up. It is a free program. Ginawa ko po ito para sa lahat sa inyo na gustong magkaroon ng guided na approach sa low-carb intermittent fasting. Please check out my webpage, levelupwithdriris.com. Napakarami pang mga free resources dyan beyond yung low-carb fasting and nutrition. Kasi I believe that holistic wellness, hindi lang yan physical health Meron siyang iba pang components. So, meron tayong emotional, meron tayong mental, meron tayong spiritual aspects, in whatever way you believe that to be. And of course, yung para well-rounded talaga at holistic, we also have yung ating wealth aspect. So, marami kayong matatagpuan ng mga trainings na libre po dyan. All you have to do is to choose and commit para patuloy po ang pagla-level up natin sa buhay. As always, I am wishing you holistic wellness. Stay healthy po and stay low carb.